Hello, beautiful, strong, happy, and healthy people. My name is Tia Marks, and today I want to talk about a kind of uncomfortable issue called LBL, which is like light bladder leakage. Now, this is an issue that is affecting 1 in 3 women, and there is a variety of treatments out there, but a lot of this conversation is really embarrassing for a lot of females to talk about, so I'm going to talk about it. So 1 in 3 women are affected, all different levels, and there's a bunch of different things that can cause this. I'm going to talk today more about the one treatment that has worked really well for me, but if you can find out your cause, it makes the treatment a whole lot easier. So a lot of people experience this issue during sports. It is huge amongst powerlifting females and CrossFit women. Now, in the CrossFit community, it is actually talked about quite positively. Like they talk about it, women are proud of the fact that when they're doing the box jumps or doing lots of burpees or lots of moving, skipping, things like that, that they do have a lot of bladder leakage, and in a way they're kind of proud of it, but it's not something to be proud of because of what it means. I guess like embrace your issues, but what it means is your uterus is actually beginning to drop, and your uterus can drop 4 levels. When it starts to drop level 1, that's when you start to experience the bladder leakage issues, and then when you come down to 4, that means your uterus have actually come out and you need to surgically push it back in. So this is all treatable from an early stage, and it's good to know what's causing it, and that if you do have an issue, how to fix it. Okay, so really common along CrossFitters because there's so much jumping and runners and athletes like that. In powerlifting, this is where I start to experience it, is when you're going for your 1RMs, your max lifts, is when a lot of females find it hard to keep their core tight as well as their pelvic floor tight when they're doing like a high rep lift or that really strong 1RM lift. So it's very common for powerlifting females to actually urinate on the platform floor during a meet, and it's actually considered that normal that people don't even take much notice to it anymore and don't even talk about it because it's very common. Other women experience it post pregnancy or whilst they're pregnant because all the muscles get really weak, or the lining in their uterus gets quite thin and it doesn't allow and isn't super elastic, so it doesn't hold everything in tight. One other cause, so this is a big cause that I didn't know about, thyroid issues. One of the main symptoms for thyroid issues is bladder leakage, and I had to do a lot of researching to actually find that. So I had light bladder leakage pretty bad from, I'm getting close to a year now of actually being an issue, and at the time I had a bunch of other issues, so I just kind of put it as, my god, I have all these issues. And then I only just realized within the last month that I have thyroid issues. So I didn't know that that was actually an early sign that I was going to have thyroid issues, because it is a disorder and all the lining in your uterus actually weakens. So I'm lifting 150 kilos off the ground and my uterus can't hold tight. So how do you fix this issue? One, know what's causing the issue. Now, if it is something that can't be fixed, you it might require surgery. I have been to a specialist before, and I got an internal exam, and that is exactly what it sounds like. A lovely lady stuck her 2 fingers up there whilst I did a few exercises, and I could tell and to feel, kind of make sure I was doing the exercise properly, and all she prescribed was just exercise regularly. And I bought this lovely weight thing that you stick up there and you try and do pelvic exercise weights and squats and clean your house whilst wearing a very uncomfortable weight. Yeah, you get the gist. So that is one treatment that I have found. A lot of women just deal with it, wear different liners, pads, go to the bathroom constantly when they can feel it coming on. But one of the biggest things that I have come across recently for treatment is EMS training, so electromuscular stimulation training. And this is huge in Europe, and I came across this because the gym that I work at actually have the machine there, and I started coaching clients on this machine, so I started using this a couple times a week. And I was finding that when I was doing my powerlifting, I was getting this issue less and less, and it wasn't becoming as much of an issue anymore. I was like, and to be honest, I got so lazy with doing my exercises. I can't, like, it's so easy to forget to do those boring pelvic exercises all the time. So I was like, wow, how is this issue getting fixed already? And I'm not even doing what I should be doing in order to fix it. I'm just putting up with it. And I was looking through a research book on researches that on studies they've done using the EMS machine, and one of the studies were done on females with pelvic floor issues. So they found, written down, that on a 6-week study, they did the sessions 2 20-minute sessions a week, which is what you recommended for EMS training. 25% of participants were completely free of all LBL symptoms, so all light bladder leakage symptoms. And 24% noticed a huge difference. Now, this was 6 weeks, so I don't know the follow-up studies that maybe within like 6 months or something of doing this sort of treatment, they might have a better experience with it and it might fully disappear. And there was a percentage of people that felt no difference, but they didn't talk about the severity of everyone's case and the causes of the cases. So some people who could have some sort of medical disorder, and it's actually like the full lining has weakened and the elasticity isn't working anymore. So that could be the cause for it. So this machine isn't necessarily going to fully fix it. They could be constantly making it worse. So it might not work for everyone. It really depends on where you're at. But this video is mainly for those fitness chicks out there. If you are a CrossFitter, or you, like myself, are a powerlifter, or a runner, or someone just wants to skip, or someone that just wants to sneeze without having to close their legs because they're worried that they might pee if they sneeze or laugh too hard. I say I'm a lot. This treatment could work well for you. So EMS training, electrical muscular stimulation training. So what it does, it's this version is a full body EMS suit. You turn on electric pulses, it works your full body, but the muscles that we're really caring about is the lower back, and when you've got the EMS straps on your legs, you can actually feel the vibrations go up into your pelvic floor. So when I have clients and I get them to put on the suit, I tell them to go completely commando in the suit, and they do feel kind of uncomfortable with that. But the reason I tell them is, one, we don't want fabric on the glutes because you want the electrodes to really hit those glutes. And the second one is that we want those electrical pulses to go up into the uterus to really get deep into that pelvic floor muscles. So this has been probably the best treatment for me. I have done the weights. I have done the specialist with the internal exam. I have done just urinating quite a few times. I've done the exercises, and so far I'm not 100% cured. I haven't not fully fixed this issue, but this issue did get really bad at one point, to a point where I didn't want to lift weights anymore. So the issue is not fully gone. I'm still working through it. I haven't actually had a consistent 2-a-week EMS sessions, but hopefully starting right now they're about averaging once a week. So hopefully soon I can start fitting in that consistent 2-a-week, and it'll be really interesting to see if I can fully clear myself of symptoms. Plus, now that I realized that it was linked to a thyroid issue, and I have started on a natural thyroid medication about 2.5 weeks ago, I hope that in 6 months this is no longer going to be an issue. So when I am going for those max lifts, I don't have to worry about peeing on the platform, as bad as it sounds. So thank you so much for checking out my video, and if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you do have any bladder leakage issues, or if you found a cure or something that has worked for you or your clients, then just let me know in the comments below. And the reason I'm making this video is because I've had this issue for getting close to a year now, and I found it really hard to find someone talking about it, and there wasn't enough people talking about the issue and the solutions of the issue for fitness people. I was getting it for people for like post-pregnancy and stuff, but not for the people that really want to get a quicker fix. And this has been, like, the studies within 6 weeks have already showed significant results. So this is a quicker fix, and it is, and you get a lot more benefits from EMS training, but this is the number one reason why I EMS train, is because I get this benefit out of it. So I really hope you liked my video. it is an uncomfortable topic to talk about, but it is one that does need to be talked about. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next videos.